When I had my first baby, I was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. I was completely out of control. I was out of the person who I always thought I was. My mood was completely unstable, and you could imagine what the people around me, including my family members, felt. When I was first diagnosed with a mental illness, it was a very scary name to be called. Those things meant that I belong in a mental asylum, that I'm not like everyone who I was in contact with. The stigma was so strong. I wanted to find something that really spoke to me, which is my journey with mental health and with coming to terms with it.
One of the hardest things for me about my path in mental health has been how many times I've needed to seek help outside of the Jewish community just because the help I needed didn't exist where I needed it.
So I was looking out where in the Jewish community there must be some kind of phone meeting for Jewish women with mental health challenges, and I just couldn't find it.
When I got the call from Zahava back in January of 2016, even though I didn't know her, she was asking me if I would join with her and start Chazkeinu. I didn't even have to think about it for a second. Without a doubt, I answered, absolutely. I would love to do this with you. I would love to help women who are struggling with mental illness go through this and not feeling alone, not feeling the self-stigma, not feeling that they should feel bad about themselves because they have an illness, because it's really like any other illness.
So we're talking about this, and Zahava says, oh, I have a name, it's gonna be called Chazkeinu, and she was so excited. And
Chazkeinu is a prayer. It's really a tefillah, saying, Hashem, give us strength to be able to go through a challenge like this, where it's so often misunderstood, where it's so often kept hidden.
What Chazkeinu does is they have conference calls and they have guidance counselors that you're able to reach. And if you or anybody you know, a woman that has some mental pain and mental disorder, tell them they don't have to be embarrassed.
The foundation of Chazkeinu is to maintain confidentiality. We want each of our members, each of our Chazkeinu sisters, to feel that they can open up in a warm and anonymous environment.
Chazal tell us, Ein chacham kabal nesayin. Only someone who's going through an issue can truly understand that same issue. That's truly the secret behind Chazkeinu. It's been a schus for me and for my family to meet these people, to see them in action, and to see and to realize just how much a need there is for this organization.
I got involved in Chazkeinu because of my belief in their mission. I see how they help people really find comfort in what sometimes could be a painful world.
We realize that there is no other organization that's doing this.
Never would I have imagined in my wildest dreams that it would be as far-reaching as it has already gotten, that we're in different continents.
I get phone calls and emails from people around the world. It's first of its kind.
We have so many people that we're affecting positively because we made a decision to start something that doesn't really exist anywhere else.
Chazkeinu is meeting so much more than the needs of each individual member seeking help for their own situation. Each member is a sister, a friend, a mother, a daughter, part of the community. And the health of the community depends on the people in the community.
The power of connection, the power of communication, and the power of just being together can serve as an amazing kind of source of resilience.
I have a diagnosis of bipolar 2 and ADHD.
Being involved with Chazkeinu has changed my whole perspective on having mental illness.
Chazkeinu has given me the opportunity to accept myself despite my borderline personality disorder and despite the many struggles and shortcomings that used to cripple me from accepting myself.
Chazkeinu is my lifeline. They literally saved my life, restored my life, gave me back my entire personality that was squashed as a result of medication and self-stigma.
Having bipolar and PTSD, I've always lived under the radar. Like, not talking about it, covering up. And Chazkeinu was the first place where I could just be and connect with people who get it.
I'm in my late 40s, and before Chazkeinu, I had no peer support.
The fact that I go on the line and I can hear professionals and hear other women's stories, and that they can understand what I'm going through and my struggles, and that we're there to encourage each other and support each other and validate each other. It is the most incredible organization I've ever been involved with.
I have bipolar and borderline personality disorder, and it's helped me so much get through these challenges.
Chazkeinu is something that has changed my life in many, many ways.
I am now comfortable enough with my diagnosis that I arrange face-to-face events here in Israel for Chazkeinu members.
Chazkeinu has literally changed my life.
Thank you, Chazkeinu.
So many of us know, and I think anyone who's listening knows, that the stigma has to stop.
Mental illness is out there and it affects so many people. It's just that people don't like to talk about it. But right now, Chazkeinu has opened the door for people to talk about it with other people who can relate.
This is an organization that literally saves lives, that literally gives hope.
They're really doing what is really needed for an unfortunately neglected population.
I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to promote and praise Chazkeinu. You do a wonderful job.
And it is such a beautiful organization.
I can't emphasize enough what a wonderful organization Chazkeinu is.
When helping Chazkeinu, you are literally saving lives.